Welcome on MDSS YouTube channel. I am Navkal Mishra with you and I will discuss some difficult problems of power and indices. Hope you have to enjoy this session and keep watching MDSS YouTube channel with me. I just select three questions. One by one you have to just see the solution of this question. First question, 3 to the power a into 2 to the power a is equal to 6 to the power 4. And in this question, you have to find out the value of a. Actually, you have to utilize a formula a to the power n into b to the power n. When bases are different and powers are same, you know that you can apply this formula a into b raised to the power n. And by utilizing this formula, you can just write 3 into 2 to the power a is equal to 6 to the power b. And it can be easily be written as 6 to the power a is equal to 6 to the power 4. And you know that when bases are same and powers are different and there is a equal sign, then it is apply the formula of the equality, and on the basis of it you can just write that a is equal to 4, because you know very well that a to the power m is equal to b to the power m. It can be written as actually a is equal to b, and when here powers are different and bases are powers are same and bases are different. But the second formula, you have not to apply this formula, and second formula related to that, when bases are same, a to the power m and b to the power n, bases are different and bases are same and powers are different, then you can just write down m is equal to n. Actually, equality follows these two laws. When bases are same and powers are different, and second case is when powers are same and bases are different. In this question, you have to apply the second one. Bases are same and powers are different, then its power must be equal. So a is equal to 4. In the second question, you can just see that 2 to the power 5 into 5 to the power 5. You can just watch that bases are different, 2 and 5, but powers are same. And it is based on bases are different and powers are same, and on multiplication, you can just see that you have to apply this formula. And on the basis of this formula, you can just write that 2 into 5 to the power 5. And 2 into 5, you know that 10 to the power 5 and 10 to the power 5, either you left in this exponential form or you have to multiply 10 into 5 times. When 10 is multiplied 5 times, 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10, then it is equal to, actually you have to write how many times? 5 times. Then actually it is equal to 1 lakh. So 1 lakh is the final answer of this question. In mostly books you have to write only 10 to the power 5 in the exponential form. In the third question you can just see that 6 to the power 15 divided by 6 to the power 10. Actually it follows the formula a to the power, or you can write beside of this question, you can just write a to the power m divided by a to the power n. It is equal to a upon b to the power, or you can write on please a to the power m minus n, because in this question bases are different, bases are same and powers are different. So it undergo on subtraction. In this way, you have to utilize 6 to the power 15 minus 10, and it can be written as 6 to the power 5. So its final solution is 6 to the power 5. If you have to do the further calculation, simplification, then 6 is multiplied 5 times and then you write down their solution. Actually, you can just see that all three questions I have just picked out. Look at the first question. That is 20 into 30 into 40. Actually, it follows the formula a to the power 0 is equal to 1. So, it is very simple. 2 to the power 0 is equal to 1. 3 to the power 0 is 1. And 4 to the power 0 is equal to 1. And when 1 is multiplied 3 times, then its result is 1. Second question is 3 to the power 7 upon 3 to the power 4 into 3 to the power 3. Actually, at first you have to simplify its denominator. Then you have to apply some different rules. 3 to the power 7 upon 3 to the power 4 plus 3, because you know very well that a to the power m into a to the power m, when bases are same and powers are different, then actually a to the power m plus n, it is just added. So you have to apply this formula 3 to the power 7 upon 3 to the power 7, and you know very well that a to the power m upon a to the power n, it can be written as a to the power m minus n. So finally 3 to the power 7 minus 7, you have to write 3 to the power 0, and you know that if the power of any number is 0, they must be equal to 1. So its final answer is 1. The third question, you can just see that 2 to the power 8 into a to the power 5 upon 4 to the power q into a to the power q. In this question, you have to just apply the technique to solve. 2 to the power 8 into a to the power 5 upon 4 can be written as 2 squared and its cube, because cube has been given in the question, and a cube, which can be written as 2 to the power 8 into a to the power 5 upon 2 to the power 2 into 3, and you know that 6 into a to the power cube, because there is a formula you know that a to the power m. I just write here formula a to the power m and whole to the power m, then a to the power m into m. You have to just multiply, and now it can be written separately as 2 to the power 8 upon 2 to the power 6 into a to the power 5 upon a to the power 3. And you can just see the relation of its numerator and denominator. And what is the relation? Bases are same, 2, 2, but powers are different. When bases are same and powers are different, then actually this formula is applied. And if you apply this formula, then 2 to the power 8 minus 6 into a to the power 5 minus 3, and further you can just write down 8 minus 6 is 2, and a 5 minus 3 is also 2, and therefore the final answer you can write 2 squared means 4a squared. So final answer you can write, or solution, 4a squared. Actually in this question it has been given that simplification, and you need to simplify. At first you need to factorize the base if it has remained in composite number. And let's say 3 to the power 5, 3, you know that it is prime number. Whatever 10 is not prime. If you factorize 10, then it must be 2 into 5 to the power 5. And 25 can be written as 5 into 5 means 5a squared. And 5 to the power 7 into 6 can be written as 2 into 3 to the power 5. And now you can just see that 3 to the power 5 into this one can be written by this way. Into b to the power m can be written as a to the power m into b to the power m. My dear, you can just see that 2 to the power 5 into 5 to the power 5 into 5 square upon 5 to the power 7 into. Similarly, you can just write down 2 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5. Now, you have to simplify its numerator and denominator if bases are same. Then 3 to the power 5 into 2 to the power 5 into both are 5, so 5 to the power 5 plus 2 upon 5 to the power 7 into 2 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5. One more step, you can just write down 3 to the power 5 into 2 to the power 5 into 5 to the power 7 upon 5 to the power 7 into 2 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5. Now, you have two choices. One choice is that you can cancel it. If you cancel, or you may apply the formula of exponents. I just apply the second one. I utilize the law of incidence, and you can just see that by this law you know very well that a to the power m upon a to the power m can be written as a to the power m minus n. So my dear, you can just subtract if the bases are same 3 to the power 5 and what is in denominator 3 to the power 5. So bases has been just changed. 2 to the power 5 minus 5 you can write, and 5 to the power 7 minus 7. So 3 to the power 0 into 2 to the power 0 into 5 to the power 0. And if there is 0, then its value is 1 into 1 into 1, and finally its result is 1. And now you can just check that some teacher can solve by this way also. The second one, first method has been complete. Second one, for your convenience, I just discuss 2 to the power 5 and 2 to the power 5. You may cancel at this stage because there are two meaning. 2 upon 5 upon 2 upon 5 can be written as 2 to the power 5 minus 5, 2 to the power 0 is equal to 1. So, some teacher apply to cancel it at this stage. 3 to the power 5, 3 to the power 5, both are cancelled. Then this calculation become very short, and you can solve by this way also. And one more step you have to just do that. After that you have to apply 5 to the power 5 plus 2 is 7 upon 5 to the power 7 because it has been given, and you can just cancel and the result is 1. So you don't need to do 3-4 steps further to solve this question. You may do this calculation by different approach, different way you are able to solve this question, but you have to apply the law of indices and solve the question. Hope you have enjoyed this session, and if you have any sort of problem, then you ask in the comment box exercise and question name. Thank you very much. Keep watching MGSS YouTube channel.